Hi guys, I'm Matt.
And I'm Nell.
And we're going to share a few New Year's resolutions with you guys.
That are not ours, but we just thought that.
They're good
People
ones.
do make these resolutions in the beginning of the year.
In the beginning, and not necessarily follow through.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway.
So, I read somewhere that people make a resolution that they will start reading for pleasure in the beginning of the year. And that pleasure does not mean actually to read erotic novels or read books that are more sensual. It's just reading to enlighten yourself and educate yourself, I guess, as a hobby, correct? What do you think?
Well, it can be erotic, because that's still taking a break from work. But.
Everybody has already read 50 Shades of Grey, so there's nothing left to read now.
Our next one is shutting off Netflix before 11 p.m. and turning off your technology, because, well, if you keep watching, it'll be 1 o'clock, it'll be 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Then you'll call in sick for work.
Yeah, and you'll watch some more.
Yeah, but I don't think that anybody can actually commit to that.
Well, we'll just see.
Okay, so next one, which I read on Twitter, was stop pressing snooze every morning. Like, as a person myself, I have like 8 or 9 alarms set on chain, like 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:30. So I will hear one of them and I'll get up.
Yep, 1 out of the 10.
1 out of the 9 or 10. And I think almost everybody has the same thing. Nobody can get up with 1 alarm. So I think personally also myself that I will try not to press snooze.
Yeah. Well, you're either a 1 alarm person or a 10 alarm person.
No, I'm basically 10. So.
Our next one is trying something new every week. That could be even trying a new food or trying a new activity, like, who knows, dressing up as a panda. Like being interesting and spicing up your life a little bit.
We should also try to say no sometimes. Well, at least I say a lot of no's in my life. Like, I say no to many people, so I don't think it applies to me. But for some people out there, and even yourself, who are like tempted to say yes every time, I don't think it's right. You should sometimes say no. Like, yeah, I guess so.
And I'm also guilty of this one, using my phone as a crutch and like hiding behind my phone. But I read online that you can people watch. You can watch people on the bus instead of. It's a lot more entertaining. Seriously, there's some pretty strange people.
Our generation is more, like, they're more interested in their phone.
Yeah.
Than people. You should write something then.
Yeah.
There are a lot of interesting people. We live in Toronto.
Yeah.
Almost Toronto. There are a lot of interesting people there. What I think, apart from this, we should dedicate more time towards ourselves, even if it makes sense, more me time. Mm-hmm. So we're not unsatisfied or unhappy with ourselves as a human being. It's I think more in depth. It's more soulful. It's like an Oprah Winfrey class, but
it's important.
It's important to make yourself feel happy and do the things that you like, whatever that is.
Another good one is saving money and making your breakfast and making your coffee at home before leaving for work. Instead of getting up in a rush, you take your time, you enjoy a good cup of coffee that's specifically made for yourself. And the perfect breakfast. Yeah.
I know. That consists of healthy stuff.
Yeah, well, it should. Yeah.
Not bacon every day. Then again, with food, you should stop drinking too much soda. I am guilty of this too.
It is good.
We have cans and cans of Fanta, Coke, Crush. Whenever we do put the recycling stuff away, they have a lot of them, 24, 48, and I think it's not good for your body. Obviously, it's not.
No.
There's so many videos I saw on Facebook or YouTube that when they boil the Coke or Pepsi and all that's left is that black sugar stuff. I don't know even if it's sugar. So I think we should stop drinking too much soda, just for health's sake.
And start learning how to make basic meals and snacks. Because it's not only good for you, it will taste good because you're making it, right?
I guess so. And apart from the food stuff now, for your own entertainment, there's one thing that I read online was try to start a puzzle and then finish it as well.
You have to commit.
Yeah, it's hard, I know. I don't like puzzles, I cannot do puzzles. But most of the people I have encountered in the last year, they like puzzles.
It's good for your brain.
Yeah, but it's very difficult. So, start a puzzle and finish.
You can also try a bold haircut. I tried that. I also had a blue faux hawk at one time. And it really does change how people view you as a person. But it's fun to try something new out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. And then you should be more accepting.
What do you mean?
Like more accepting of what they are, who they choose to be, being gay or straight or trans or
whoever they want.
Yeah, whoever they want to be, we should be more accepting of them, just so they are happy. Because everybody needs acceptance at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and that will make them feel happy, and you will also feel happy that you made somebody's day.
Yep.
By giving them that acceptance.
Even a new friend.
Yeah, even a new friend, correct.
Now, we all work or go to school, and we are all guilty of procrastination and not working at it. So we really should try and at least make little goals. Little goals are achievable.
Yeah. And then one of the things that I'm going to do this year for sure is do a little bit of friend cleanup. It's like spring cleanup that I will just do on my Facebook.
Get the broom out and
I know, right?
delete some of those friends you haven't talked to on Facebook.
No, not because, well, the friends that you haven't talked to on Facebook, they can be very close to you. But the friends that you know that they don't care, they're just with you because they want something, or there's an ulterior motive to the conversations or the meetings. So you should realize this year and just try to be more smart.
With who you hang out with.
Yeah,
who
who
you
you
talk to.
communicate. Good company is the best company. I don't think that's a quote. I don't think so.
Right, it's something like
Yeah.
learning the difference between effect and affect. A lot of people don't know this, but affect with the A at the beginning, it means
It's a noun.
Yeah, no, it's a verb. Affect is a verb.
Oh yeah.
It's a verb.
Although
It
we
means
still don't know.
like I remember it, like the A as the action, right? And then effect is when something has an effect.
Let's forget it, but we'll try and remember. The next thing I do is crying over fictional characters.
In shows,
Because like in our generation, there's so many movies coming out about the apocalypse, and then you get so attached to the character, especially as Hunger Games ended.
and you know it's coming.
And
You're so good.
And when the movie ended, I was still thinking that they'll make a prequel or a sequel. They might make it, but still we shouldn't cry with it. But I remember I cried the most at the end of Twilight.
It doesn't mean
Just
that
like
you.
the girl. Yeah.
It doesn't mean you can't enjoy it though. Just
You can't enjoy it if you can cry.
well, I don't know. You should also have less hairy nipples and more hairy armpits.
Okay, we
Now,
just read it
what
on
I
Twitter.
what I mean is good hygiene, and even taking that extra 10 minutes to take a shower. And we all know that we can get caught up in things, or just don't want to get up from the bed from Netflix. But it's important to shower, guys.
It's strange. We should also try separating our white clothes from the colored clothes, because it has not happened to me at all. We do all our clothes in one wash in cold water, so nothing will bleed and the white clothes will not get discolored with some
But
other
eventually they do turn different colors.
I don't believe it actually, but most of the people say, and we have never tried. And what I think is that as compared to your colored clothes, whites are really less. Like you might have
you
like
can't make a full load.
3 white towels, and then you have 90 pair of jeans that you have to wash. So I'm not gonna do a separate load of 3 towels.
But
Just,
it's the right thing.
we should try it, but I don't think I'll try it.
well,
I don't think it's cost effective, to be honest.
and our last one that we really think is very important is being kind to one another and expressing how we feel in a good way. And that's so important because everybody deserves a little love.
Oh yeah, that's true. Everybody does. So
Yeah.
just be nice to people, especially the people who are in customer service. I'm in customer service, so I know the way. So. Please, nice to people on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't know where you live, but in Canada, the Rogers or the Bell.
I'm trying to
or the
understand
Tim Hortons.
their
Starbucks.
perspective.
Yeah, just be a little kind, because that goes a long way. So we had 20
Yeah.
resolutions that we thought were interesting enough to talk about.
But thanks for watching, and if you have any ideas of your own, you can leave them in the comments below. Bye.
Bye bye.